Thank you. Please sit down. I'm excited and thrilled to be here with Barack Obama in this election year. I think we are dealing with one of the most mysterious and odd figures ever to occupy the Oval Office. A few days ago, I received a phone call. I didn't recognize the area code, and the phone call was actually from Kenya. And I answered it, and it was actually George Obama, the president's half-brother. He's the youngest son of Barack Obama Sr. And he said, Dinesh, I'm calling because my 2-year-old son is in the hospital. He has a serious chest condition, and I wonder if you'd be willing to help me. And I said, are you at the hospital, George? And he said, yes. I said, well, hand the phone over to the nurse. So he did, and the nurse confirmed that George's son is sick with a chest infection. So I told George I would send him $1,000 by Western Union. But before I hung up the phone, I said, George, isn't there anybody else you can ask? Why are you calling me? And he said, no. He said, Dinesh, and this was the line that kind of killed me, he said, you're like a brother to me. Now, I thought to myself, here is a young man who is the half-brother of the President of the United States. Barack Obama is not only a multimillionaire, but he's the most powerful man in the world. And yet his half-brother can't call him in a time of need, and this same half-brother is living in a 6x10 hut, slumdog millionaire style, in the Huruma slum of Nairobi. He has to walk through sewage to get to the nearest street. So this is a guy living not just in poverty, but you'd have to say in third world poverty. So what's going on here? The simple explanation is that Barack Obama is a hypocrite. He has made the idea that we have obligations to our fellow man the centerpiece of his re-election campaign. One of his favorite lines, which he recently uttered at the National Prayer Breakfast, is, "We are our brother's keeper." In my film, 2016, by the way, the film is coming to Michigan. You should just look at our website, 2016themovie.com. But in the film, I asked George that. I say, George, Obama says we are our brother's keeper. You're his brother. What has he done to keep you? And quite revealingly, George says, go ask him. So hypocrisy would seem to be the natural explanation. But by the way, George is not an isolated case. Barack Obama has an aunt, his father's sister, not counting his immediate family. This is his closest living relative. And as we speak, she is selling coal on the streets of a small village in Kenya. She has no teeth and wants to get dentures but doesn't have the money. Obama hasn't contributed a penny to help her either. In 2006, Obama went to his hometown of Kogelo, where his father grew up. There's a local school there, and they were so excited he was coming, they renamed the school Barack Obama School. Obama toured the school with all kinds of celebrities and the Prime Minister of Kenya. And Obama said, I'm going to help the school. I'm going to provide books and facilities. I see you don't have sanitation. You don't have proper water supplies. I'm going to look after you. Since then, the school has sent multiple requests and letters and reminders, with absolutely no help forthcoming from Obama. So once again, the simple explanation is we're just dealing with a guy who doesn't live by his own standard. But I want to suggest that there's actually a deeper mystery than that. Something else is going on. And here we get to the heart of the ideological mystery of Barack Obama. Who is this guy? Interestingly, both on the left and on the right, there's an effort to fit Obama into American history. Oh, he's a civil rights guy. Oh, he's a Martin Luther King guy. Oh, he's a progressive. And even among conservatives, you get kind of the same thing, an effort to shoehorn Obama into some idea of American history. I want to argue that that attempt very often ignores Obama's own history, his own story. One of the most striking aspects in the film is we actually use Obama's own voice. I kind of got the idea for the film. I was surfing on Amazon, and I noticed that Obama had read his own book in audiobooks. And it's quite a striking book because when you listen to Obama, I mean, for example, he does multiple accents. He does blacks, he does whites, he does men, he does women. And I realized here is Obama telling his own story. So I got the idea of teaming up with a Hollywood guy. I was lucky to find Gerald Molen. This is a kind of a closet conservative in Hollywood, longtime partner of Steven Spielberg, the producer of Twister and Jurassic Park, Hook, Schindler's List. So the advantage of getting a guy like that is that this film is not like a TV documentary. It's more like, it's like out of Africa. And it's shot in Hawaii, Chicago, New York, London, India, Indonesia, Kenya. And it raises the curtain on Barack Obama, on who this guy is and on what his underlying compass is. Where does he actually want to take America? The puzzle of Obama is that we tend to try to understand him in conventional democratic categories. So, for example, Obama will block and restrict and regulate oil drilling in America. And we're tempted to say, well, yeah, he's kind of an environmentalist. He's kind of another Al Gore. He's worried that, in Gore's words, you know, the earth has a fever, global warming. But then when we watch Obama a little more closely, we realize that's not really right, because while Obama is blocking oil drilling in America, he is promoting it in other countries. Through the Export-Import Bank, he gives billions of dollars in taxpayer money to Brazil, to Colombia, and to Mexico to drill for oil. So then you have a deeper mystery. Why is Obama for oil drilling over there, but not over here? What's really going on? When we turn to taxes and debt, we find kind of the same thing. Obama seems to be spending money promiscuously, racking up the national debt. By the way, the highest Bush deficit in 1 year was under $500 billion, and Bush was a big spender. The lowest Obama deficit is $1 trillion. So Obama's added $5 trillion to the national debt. Presumably, in the next 4 years, if he's reelected, he'll add $5 trillion more. At that point, America would be $20 trillion in debt, $20,000 billion in debt. One half of that debt added by one man. So from George Washington through George W. Bush, $10 trillion. Under Obama in 8 years, 10 more. And the danger of that is that America now wouldn't just be facing decline, America would be facing collapse. So again, it's one thing for a rich country to spend irresponsibly, to rack up the credit card, but a certain point comes in which any responsible person can see that you're reaching the point where somebody is going to come and take away your car and your furniture and your TV and your house. So why would you keep spending in that way even when you were approaching that point? What possible logic could that have? And then when you look on the international scene, you see some extremely troubling developments that are equally mysterious. Obama says we have to prevent genocide, and he uses force against Libya. The number of people killed by Gaddafi at that point was about 250. Meanwhile, over a period of many months, tens of thousands of people have been killed in Syria, and Obama absolutely refuses to use force. What explains why he intervenes with force over here but not over there? Obama has been very active in Egypt in pushing Mubarak out of power. Not only that, but now that there's a power struggle going on between the military and the Muslim Brotherhood,